got all these things we want in a man. A list of things. He got to be tall. He got to be dark. He got to be handsome. He got to have pretty teeth. He got to be a family man. He got to be financially stable. He got to be rich. He got to be successful. He got to be all these things. And we ain't even half the things on that list. He got to be a family man. He talk to your mama in 6 months, but you want him to be a family man. He got to be financially stable. Your account is in the negative, ma'am. Overdraft fees. He got to have a job. You need to go fill out some applications because you're still unemployed. He got to have pretty teeth. You ain't seen a dentist in 6 years. He got to have a six-pack and be in shape. You can't even walk up a flight of stairs without huffing and puffing. Get your life together. This whole list that he got to be. You ain't even half the things on that list. So this is what I challenge you to do so we can manifest love all 2021. Make that list of that perfect dream man that you got in your mind. Then, what I did, make a list of the type of woman he would need right by his side. You want him to be in shape? You need to get to the gym. Equally yoked. You want him to be financially stable? Well, you need to start saving because you can't keep a dime to your name.
As annoying as her voice sounds, and trust me, it hurts my ears just listening to it. You can kill the messenger, but you cannot take away from the message. Ladies, this is what us men have been saying for many years, for a very long time, across social media, the manosphere, YouTube. You having unrealistic, crazy dating and relationship expectations. You're insecure. You want a guy who's confident, who has charisma. You're unambitious, but you want a guy who's a go-getter. You don't go to the gym. You're plus size. You're BBW, all these different acronyms, but you want a guy who's fit and in shape and jacked and chiseled. You want a guy who's good with money, who makes 4 or 5 times more than you, but you can barely keep a job for 3-4 months, or you're bad with money. You're an emotional spender. You don't have any money in your savings account. When you go on dates with a guy, you expect him to pay for everything. Matter of fact, you expect the guy to do everything. So why would a man want to commit and be in a relationship with you? Everything you want from a man, ask yourself, how can I complement his life instead of being a burden? Do I just come into his life and have my palms up and say, what are you going to do for me? I'm a queen. I'm a goddess. Do all this stuff for me. That's not enough, because as you can see, sex is everywhere. You ladies have to really start to understand. Men are going to remain single. Men are going to hang out, have sex with you, have a good time, and then wipe their hands clean and leave you alone and stay away from you. Keep arm's distance away until it's time for another sex session. Because men don't want liabilities. We want assets. How can you complement a man's life? You want a man who's over 6 feet tall, but you're 5'3". I mean, I've seen all these crazy dating expectations. I'm sure you've been online with the dating apps and different articles. I've seen women that said, yeah, I'm a plus size, overweight woman, but I don't find overweight men attractive. Even when I go to the gym and I work out, it's like 95% men who are on the treadmill, who are working out, being fit. And I see 5% women. And usually what those women are doing, they do a few squats, and they check their phone for 5 minutes. 10 squats, check their phone for 10 minutes and text. Ladies, do you even care about what men want? Because that particular woman in that clip, she's being dragged on social media. Everyone's, and specifically women, are saying, well, what about this and what about that? And they're mad at her because she's telling the truth. We, us men, do not want liabilities. We want attractive, fit, fun women on our arms next to us. Do you plan on contributing anything financially? You guys have jobs. You ladies always talk about, I'm strong, I'm independent, or I got money, I'm secure in the bag. Have you thought about buying that guy some nice shoes, taking them shopping, getting him something and paying for things? Have you thought about that? How much money do you have saved up? How often do you go to the gym? Do you have a gym membership? What are you doing at the gym? Are you just on the treadmill walking for 5-10 minutes, then after that you leave? Because I've seen that a lot. Are you ladies putting in the work to get a quality, attractive man who has been working day in and day out to have a certain lifestyle? Why would he want a woman like yourself around who's just going to be a burden, who feels entitled, because that's what it really comes down to. This is why so many women are frustrated at her saying it, because you're entitled. You've been told that you can have the world. You can be as big as you want to be. You can be 250, 300 pounds. You're still beautiful. You're still a gorgeous girl. Slay it, queen. I heard all that mess. Why would a guy who's in shape, who works on himself week in and week out to get to a certain point, to just have you around to spread your legs or bend over on this couch and that's it? Why would he commit? See, most of you women are struggle daters. Let's be honest. This is why most of you come to my comment section and you are frustrated and mad, because you cannot manifest the love that you want. You cannot get the guy that you want. So what you have to do is stay on social media and rage and comment and try to shame and say, oh, you can't do this. You don't have a girlfriend. You're this, you're lonely, all these silly things, because you can't look in the mirror and say, man, I need to work on myself. And most of you women don't want to self-reflect, because you think that, well, just because I have a wet box between my legs, a guy should worship me. He should give me the world. He should give me a nice house, take me on trips, all these. See, social media has deluded you women to thinking that you deserve everything. You deserve trips, dinners, gifts, all just because you want to show up, because you throw on some makeup and some leggings. A newsflash for you ladies. Every woman wears makeup and leggings. So what separates you from all those other women? Do you plan on lowering your expectations? Do you plan on meeting those expectations? Because if a guy is in the gym, if a guy is eating right, now I'm not saying you should make six figures. If he makes $100,000 a year, you make $100,000 a year. If you want to do that, that's fine. But at the same time, do you pitch in? Do you break bread? Because most of you women don't like spending money. Your ideology is, well, my money is my money and his money is our money. So what'll it be, ladies? She just told you what you should do. We've been saying this for years, and women come to my channel trying to crucify me and frustrate and all these different trolls. Guess what? It's the truth. Men don't want liabilities. We want assets. And majority of women, you come with so much baggage and all these different children, and you're frustrated and you're mad about your past. You've been abused, all these different things. Go to therapy. Do that first before you come into a man's life who's been working hard, who's been grinding, who has his mind and money right, who has his head on straight. Ask yourself, ladies, what do you want in a guy? Do you want a guy who's in shape? Ask yourself. Do I have a gym membership? And if I do, how often do I go? Do I go once a week? Do I go once a month, or when I feel like it? What do I do at the gym? Ask yourself, are you a feminine, fun woman to be around? Do you smile often? Or are you bitter and you angry? Your vibe attracts what you want. So if you think that, well, I'm entitled, nobody is entitled to anything in his life. I'm not entitled to views. I'm not entitled to subscribers. I'm not entitled to any of that. But what I need to do is work hard. No man, listen, I tell my guys how to attract women. Look at the videos. Look at the playlist. How to attract women, how to get the women that you want. Do these different things. Be confident. Smell good. Dress good. Go to the gym. Learn how to interact with women. This is what I tell my guys. What are you ladies looking up? Or do you just plan on sitting around and waiting till that guy just comes out of nowhere and swoops you up and save the day while you're gaining more and more weight, while your attitude is getting worse and worse, and while you have $0 saved up or to bring to any table? Do you plan on paying for any tip when you guys go to dinner? I mean, Jesus, listen, it's gotten so bad that you have a lot of men who are saying, I'm tapping out of the dating and relationship game because you women, you don't want to improve yourself. You don't want to become better. You don't want to be more attractive. You don't listen to men like myself. You think, oh, Darius is such a horrible guy. He hates women. No, not at all. But what I will do is tell men to raise their standards, because we have been practically getting dirt sandwiches for a very long time. Men, if you listen to this, raise your standards, keep them high, because women's standards are unrealistic. Men basically want a woman who's feminine, who's nice, and who can cook and give sex. that's it. And that's actually sad. That's the bare minimum. So ladies, what'll it be? Do you plan on getting your life together to be more attractive to a man? Or do you plan on just saying, well, take me as I am. I'm a queen. I'm a goddess. You should just be happy to be around me. Or do you want to get it together to attract that guy that you actually want?